Mr. President, honored delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we shall propose further cooperative efforts between all the nations in weather prediction and eventually in weather control. We shall propose, finally, a global systems of communication satellites linking the whole world in telegraph and telephone and radio and television. The day need not be far away when such a system will televise the proceedings of this body to every corner of the world for the benefit of peace.
Another example is the array of technologies, often referred to collectively as geoengineering, that potentially could help reverse the warming effects of global climate change. One that has gained my personal attention is stratospheric aerosol injection, or SAI, a method of seeding the stratosphere with particles that can help reflect the sun's heat in much the same way that volcanic eruptions do. An SAI program could limit global temperature increases, reducing some risks associated with higher temperatures and providing the world economy additional time to transition from fossil fuels. This process is also relatively inexpensive. The National Research Council estimates that a fully deployed SAI program would cost about $10 billion yearly.
To start the new month, claims tonight, international vapour trails laid by international organisations could be filling Central West skies with dangerous chemicals. Opponents of these mysterious chemtrails, which have been appearing over Dubbo and other Central West centres, argue science is being perverted to change local weather patterns and keep Australia in drought.
These weirdly shaped vapour trails above Dubbo make curious patterns, but concerns tonight it could signal a systematic poisoning of the skies above Western New South Wales. Jet planes often leave contrails, but these vapour trails aren't on any recognised flight paths, and they run closely parallel and cross over in gigantic X shapes.
For water. In the early 2000s, the UAE started performing regular cloud seeding operations. Cloud seeding is the process of increasing the amount of rain produced from clouds.
So, as we've been reporting for the past week or so, fine dust concentrations really did rise to alarming levels in South Korea over the past several days. One of the methods identified as a potential way to mitigate the worst effects is a technology called cloud seeding. Tests are already being carried out in the sky. Above South Korea.
Residents in southern Tasmania are demanding to know why cloud seeding was conducted over the Derwent River catchment the day before the worst floods in 40 years. Cloud seeding is a technique used to increase rain.
The death dumps, otherwise known as chemical trails, are being dropped and sprayed throughout the United States, in England, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Europe, and I have personally seen them not only in the United States but in Mexico and Canada. Birds are dying around the world. Fish are dying by the hundreds of thousands around the world. This is genocide by the United Nations. This element within our society that's doing this must be stopped. I happen to know of two of the locations where the airplanes are that dump this crap on us. 4 of the planes are out of Air National Guard, Lincoln, Nebraska, and the other planes are out of Fort Still, Oklahoma.
All right, guys, welcome in, welcome back. Little montage of the aerosol campaigns. Former FBI agents, CIA, all talking about the spraying that's going on, but does the mainstream talk about it? Hell no. I mean, we got a few clips there from South Korea, Australia, Tasmania. But they never, ever hardly talk about it here in America. They don't want you to know. Now, I'm going to show a couple of the ways that you can get a hold of this channel if we get took down here in 19 days, 24 hours, 6 minutes. So you can check us out here on DLive TV. All these links are in the description. It's running right now. That's where we're at now. And then you could check us out over here on the new app, the Float.app, Above Ground World News. This is kind of like a Facebook, but it don't have no ad stuff or nothing. You just post. And I see activist posts on here a lot, and a few other people. It's pretty easy, super easy app. You don't even have to sign up or nothing. What else do we got? We got Brighton. We're over here on Brighton. I upload almost all the videos up here in HD. So if the stream is messed up, you can always come to Brighton and get the HD quality. And then we got BitChute. We're over here on BitChute. Which, who knows, when YouTube, if it goes down, this will probably go down too. Same company. And then we have Twitch. We're over here on Twitch. And it should be running live. I don't know if it is. It looks like there's not a whole lot of people watching over on Twitch. Alright, so then all the other links are down in the description. If you want to check out any of those clips that I just showed in that intro thing, they're all down in there. Harold, that runs the aircraft.org site, he's got tons of good videos. Anyway, we're going to jump into some headlines, and then we'll jump in to the aerosols going on across the planet, man. Look at France right here. This has got to be the most bombarded place on Earth right now. I mean, they're just getting waxed. But we'll get into these maps here in a minute. Here you get the full video here over at the aircraft.org. Former FBI Chief Ted Grunders says chemtrail death dumps must be stopped. So if you want to watch that whole video, it'll be there. It's in the link. We got 18,000 birds died in 10 days. And they're thinking it's some kind of botulism being feared behind the death of thousands of mostly migratory birds along the lake in Rothstein. And the dog always wants to bark when we start the show. So hopefully we can get the dogs to be quiet. So an estimated 18,000 birds found dead along the Indian saltwater lake in western, I can't even pronounce that. And they suspect it's the avian botulism to be the cause. Well, at this very same time that this happened, we got a weather alert. At the very same time this happened is the exact same time that the weather generators were online in this area, and they were destroying the typhoon that was coming in. So, you know, who knows? This could have been electromagnetics. So pretty crazy stuff. Check out this crazy cloud coming out of Denver. They're not calling it gravity wave clouds. They're just calling them wave clouds. Create spectacular sunset. We'll see what it looks like here. Stupid mainstream. Anyway, here's a picture of it. You know, they're I want to hurry up and shut this off before it starts blasting some crap off. You know, the way they explain it, man, it don't even make sense. And then parts of the South Island coast have been clobbered with some golf ball egg size hell. There's a picture down here. Look at this. Look at the size of this hell. I think this was down in Tasmania, right where the cloud seeding was being done. So, I mean, these are some, I mean, them can be deadly right there. If you, yeah, right in the, I'm always talking about the Christchurch area in New Zealand. This is where it happens. This is where they killed the bees off with the aerosols. And we just talked about them during the 16-day forecast, how they were getting bombarded with the aerosols that were being deployed. Now we have, just mega hell. More storms for the south before the dry spell. So it hammers central business district with hail, lightning strikes, thunderclaps. We're noticing that the lightning is almost always ground to air. It's because there's so many heavy metal particulates in the air that it's making the storms more electrified. Yeah, I was trying to see if that'll... I haven't looked at any of this footage. Yeah, that's probably going to be... You probably have to almost take a snow plow through there and get rid of that hell. See, yeah, look at that, man. That's probably... I don't know if I can make that full screen or not. In fact, it's going away. It won't play. We'll try this one. Man, websites suck. All right, okay. How do I stop this? All right. So that's going on way down in the south. Then you got the fires going on in Australia that we'll be getting into. There's so many headlines in Australia. What do you know where to start? Coming out of CBS 13, cancer-causing chemical found in school drinking fountain water. District didn't tell the parents. So CBS 13 has learned the water tested positive for trioglycerin, the chemical at the center of an ongoing investigation, but the district did not notify the parents. That's all there is. What, there isn't more to read on it? That's it? That's all you get? It's a never-ending thing. Then we had this freak quake that happened over in France. Scientists seek the source of the earthquake that left a crack in France. I mean, they got some big-time damage out here. Residents inspect the damage and fallen masonry on November 12th. We'll have to go back and maybe look at the map on that day and see if we see any kind of frequency clouds out here. If it's not on a known fault, or maybe a fault that hasn't been explored, that could be something, but it also could be something else. Hey, thanks out there, Jonata. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Thanks. Much love out there. All right, so we were talking about the incoming meteors and asteroids and stuff. I think last night or maybe night before, Boston could get a glimpse of the northern lights, plus more sky happenings. So this is supposed to happen tonight between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Now, we told you there was a G1 storm coming in. Then you also have the alpha monocoroids meteor shower, or I think they call it the what the heck's that called, the unicorn or something crap like that. Anyway, nobody's going to be able to see this because our skies are all been blanketed. We got more case of mosquito-borne illnesses confirmed in Miami-Dade County. Health Department issues alerts, warns public to take precautions. Get ready, they're going to start spraying for the Zika virus again, just like they do every year. Hey, thanks there. Let me see what you're saying there. Back at Schmill. Mike, please do it for us. I know you respect Brian. He respects you. Please get together to do a live stream. Oh, Brian from High Impact? Yeah, I'd love to do one with him. Set it up. We'll go do it. So, yeah, more of this. We see this, back in the day when We talked about this so much before. It's still going, man. Oh, this is pretty crazy right here. A gun purchase in a buyback program found near a body of a dead gang member in a Chicago shootout. So the cops are buying back the guns, but then the guns are ending up back in the criminal's hands. Do you think it was planted? Could have been planted from the cops? Or maybe they just sold them or dropped the box of guns off in some other neighborhood. We don't know. It's all like an organized crime syndicate. We got this coming out of the Scientific American. This is an old article. This is from 2006. But they were doing some research. Certain frequencies of electromagnetic waves or radiation interfere with the brain function. This tells you everything right here, pretty much about the 5G. The millimeter waves. It's radiation. Radiation is energy, and research findings provide at least some information concerning how specific types may influence biological tissue, including that of the brain. In some cases, the effect may be therapeutic. For example, transcranial magnetic stimulation is a technique used in a short-term interruption to normal activity in relatively restricted areas of the brain. You know, if they use this millimeter wave technology right here, they're pretty much telling you that what is going on with them dogs. There's probably some dogs on the TV. You know, some of these microwaves can send a certain frequency out and just drain you of all your energy. They can, like an electrical shock treatment. You know, they could do other ways. They could interfere with your skin. I mean, there's just so many things they could do. Researchers typically I can't talk tonight. I can't say the word. Between the effects of ionizing radiation, such as far ultraviolet X-ray and gamma ray, non-ionizing radiation, including visible light, microwave, and radio. The ionizing variety may be undesirable because it can cause DNA damage and mutations. Thus, we should all limit our exposure to its sources, radioactive materials, solar radiation among them. However, given modern technology, non-ionizing radiation from power lines, personal wire devices, cell phones, towers, and other sources is practically unavoidable. Extremely low frequencies electromagnetic fields surrounds home appliances, as well as high voltage electrical transmission lines and transformers. Evidence of health effects from EMF, including their influence on the brains, is inconclusive. That's how they're going to get away with it. Oh, we can't tell you, just exactly what we're going to do to you. We're not mean to our dogs. Our dogs are like the most spoiled dogs on the planet. So, man, right here, here's some scientific research that tells you that all these technologies, all these Wi-Fi, Bluetooth devices, power lines, is affecting our DNA. It's affecting our brain waves, and it's very dangerous, and they're going to push it on us anyway. See, this is how they're going to control our thoughts, control our body functions, and all that stuff. Check out what's going on over here in China. China efforts to lead the way in AI starts in its classrooms. A fast-spreading use of artificial intelligence in schools, from kindergartners to universities, provide the country with unrivaled database. So, a growing number of the classrooms in China are equipped with artificial intelligence cameras, brainwave trackers. While many parents and teachers see them as tools to improve grades, they have become some children's worst nightmare. Let's see if I can get I'm not going to be able to get to the full story because I don't want to read the full story. Let's play a little clip here. Well, maybe we won't play a clip. And they would have the music on there and advertisement. Dang it. Like these psychopaths, they shouldn't even deserve ads. They're liars. Well, most of them.
Teachers at this primary school in China know exactly when someone isn't paying attention. These headbands measure each student's level of concentration. The information is then directly sent to the teacher's computer and to parents.
Man, that's a battle for your mind. Putting a device on that knows when you're not paying attention. That's where we're headed. That is nuts, man. That is nuts. We got Newsom blocks the new California fracking pending scientific review. What do we need to review? I'm not even going to get into this guy. So the Air Force releases the results of groundwater test south of the Academy. I can't remember what this was on.
Soil and groundwater at the Air Force Academy and in residential neighborhoods south of the Academy earlier this year. Well, new test results just in from well water in the Woodman Valley and Thunderbird Estates show that 40 samples had non-detectable levels of a cancer-causing agent. 3 wells were below levels considered harmful. The Academy says the tests were done by a Department of Defense recommended company out of Canada and then confirmed by an independent third party. The source of the initial contamination, firefighting foam that's no longer in use. The Academy...
So more... You know, it's almost hard to know where everybody is getting the cancer. You know, they say it could be from this, they say it could be from that. We got Fukushima still raining down on everybody. You got the microwaves. You know, that's what they're blaming on everything but the 5G and stuff, man. It's just crazy stuff. All right, so check this out, man. Skin machine enables physical pain in virtual reality for the first time. Scientists had developed a device that allows people to experience sensation of touch within virtual reality. The skin machine consists of soft, lightweight sheet of electronics that sticks to the body. It uses a combination of pressure, vibration, and motion to stimulate the senses of touch for users. A paper describing the skin integrated wireless interfaces for virtual augmented reality was just published in the scientific journal. You know where this is going, don't you? This will be going to these kind of companies. Hey, thanks, sir. Juanita. Okay. Thanks, man. I'm horrible at English. Okay, thanks, sir. How do I pronounce your name? Backishmel. See, I'm horrible, man. I try to pronounce it as I see it. And I forgot to put my good glasses on tonight, so I can't see very good. Hey, thanks out there, Jeannie. I didn't see that out there. Much love out there. Junebug. I can pronounce that one. Hey, thanks. So this is where this technology is going, and if you haven't seen some of this stuff, man, it's just nuts. Here, we'll play a clip, probably get me in trouble, but
hyper-realistic, anatomically correct, life-sized sex robots.
A robot that looks like a person and that you can talk to, that can be a companion.
Each one is powered with artificial intelligence as well as a mysterious X mode.
My X mode will allow me to fulfill your wildest sexual fantasies.
Man, how freaky is this gonna get? I mean, this is freaky stuff. This is the transhumanism. This is, they're going to try to make it where, you know, this is part of the population control. They don't want people having regular sex. You know, they're trying to get you to do it with the machines. They want you to merge with the machines. So definitely creepy. And then I got this link down in the bottom. This is Weather Modification Incorporated, weathermodification.com. Here you will find tons of the cloud seeding operations that are going on in all the different countries. Indonesia, Jordan, Maui, Mexico, Morocco, Saudi Arabia, Spain, Thailand, Turkey, United States. Look at all these for the United States. Look at the list. Wyoming Weather Modification Pilot Program, Western Dakota Water Department District, Black Hills Council of Local Government, Utah Division of Water Resources, Upper American River Cloud Seeding Project. We've covered the Texas weather modification all the time. Look at all these in America. Naval Surface Warfare Center, Illinois Weather Modification Projects, Delaware Department of Agriculture Cloud Seeding Program. So it's going on all over the planet. And here's a good site to check it out. Send this to your neighbor that don't believe in this stuff. Anyway, all the links are in the description. Yeah, definitely Days of Noah for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at the map. Guess what? In fact, let me go ahead and double check, but I think the bunker fuel ships have all turned off overnight again. Links are down in the show links. If you go down, scroll down past all the stuff there, it'll say show links, and all the show links are down there. And it's really weird because they keep yeah, Westworld, I forgot about that. That's what it's like. They keep deleting all my links. Usually they always stay in there, but for some reason now, every time when I go to start the show, all the information that's normally in there is gone. So then I gotta try to go back and find it and punch it all back in there. Yes, actually, you're probably right. It is probably worse than the Days of Noah. Excuse me there. And let's try to get this thing loaded up and see if... I think they just completely just shut the bunker fuel off. I mean, just turned them off. So we'll see here. Look, there's a few way out there. They're leaving. There's just a couple way out here. Look, there's no bunker fuel operations at all. They just turned them off, guys. I mean, just they were all out here weeks at a time, and then they just turned them off. Just completely turned them off. You know, the spitting pressure right here, go back 2 weeks ago to the 16-day forecast, and I talked about this. I said it probably wouldn't rain down there, and I don't think it's going to, but you got a perfect low pressure down there. The rain's not coming in till the end of November, maybe December 1st, December 2nd, then California would be getting rain. And yeah, so the 2 weeks ago forecast was dead on the money. All right, so let me get this over. Since there's no bunker fuel to look at here, let me put it on the cirrus clouds. Let's go check the worldview map. And oh well, that's what they do. They spray in, then it rains. Or unless they're in the case of like Florida, they do a lot of rain retardant. California, they do the same thing. Got a few fires, it looks like going, or at least a few hot spots. We're not seeing any smoke coming out of here. Let's see if we got all the layers. Oh, it's not loading very good. This is the only tab I got up now. Yeah, you're not seeing a whole lot of smoke with these hot spots. Look at that. No bunker fuel out here, man. That's crazy how they They go like crazy. We got a big X out here, aerosols. Look at, we got aerosols out here. In fact, I think Mike Decker caught a B something bomber spraying over in Wyoming. So yeah, look, they're flying 2 abreast. Couple single planes out here. So it looks like, you know, there's just a little bit of spraying here in northern Washington. Not a whole lot. You're getting a little break. The spraying begins in Oregon, Idaho, and then of course up in the Wyoming. Getting a lot of frequencies down here in the Bajas. We got all the other sprayings going all out ahead of the storm that's coming in. It's not some big rainmaker or nothing, but they definitely cloud seeded it. They're still seeding. See if we can get this to pull some out. Not really. Probably have to go back to yesterday. Hey, thanks there, Little Wing. Much love. One big dump right here going over Huntsville, Alabama, Tennessee. Raining in Arkansas. You didn't look at the weather. Well, yeah, we got cloud seeded for the last 2 days. Remember, I tell you, every Wednesday and Thursday, Missouri gets their scheduled rain. That's what I say. Pay attention to what days you get your rain. And it's almost like clockwork. You'll see the aerosols come in. A couple days later, it's raining. It's just like clockwork. Aerosols being deployed over Argentina and Chile. Doesn't look like the hurricane is trying to form, or tropical storm. We'll check that out. See, the whole map isn't loaded. I can't even check Hawaii. Oh, yeah, I can. All right, Hawaii's okay. Nothing big going on here. You got a little bunch of nothing down there. Where the big operations are, look, they're hiding it. They're hiding where the most sprayed spot on the planet is right now, right here in France. I mean, we just got bombardment, sky grid, sky routing. I mean, this is all fake synthetic cloud. They're setting them up. Goes all the way up. Parts of Belgium. Tomorrow to be in the Netherlands. The whole UK is getting smacked down with some horrible aerosol deployments. Look, this is all man-made. Fake clouds out here. Look at these guys, man. Where are they getting all these planes, man? This is just complete bombardment. I mean, this is like every plane in all air forces combined. Then you also have the frequencies. So definitely setting up the UK. I mean, you can't even see the water, man, because it's so covered with the synthetic sky. It looks like fire smoke, but it's not. It's definitely not water vapor. So yeah, that's a massive, massive spraying operation. Then here in the Mediterranean, you got a smaller operation right smack in the middle. You got aerosols all over the desert. They're conjuring up a storm in the desert. You know, they've been doing a lot of weather experiments right here off this coast of Dakar all summer long. Some of the freaky clouds would be like mimic clouds. They'd be just like the clouds from a week ago. They would be frequency clouds in the same formation. So they're definitely getting hey, thanks out there, Daniel. Or Darlene, sorry. Man, I should have got my other glass so I could see. All right, hey, sounds good out there. Rebel. Yeah, man, it's just Crazy. You got the, look, here's the weather generators are online. Maybe we'll have to go check their site, see. They created all this stuff, man. This is all man-made storm over the deserts, over Iran, over Afghanistan, all man-made. Here, let's go check them out. Let's go see if they're talking about it. Let's go to the weathergenerator.net. So we'll see what if they've updated their reports. See if we can get this to load. One minute ago. Wow. Project Green Desert in the Middle East. Generators must be installed in Jeddah. Here, let's go click that. 2 minutes ago. Project Green Desert in the Middle East. November rains as we switch the weather generator on. That couldn't have been 2 minutes ago. That's the project I talked about. Look, the cyclone Kayar and Maya are absolutely destroyed. This was the same time that the earthquake happened in France. You know, when you're doing stuff like this, you're trying to play God, man. You're messing some things up elsewhere. So yeah, this come out on the 11th. The Dubai weather generator is on. Rain, thunderstorm, real-time satellite imagery shows the formation of the rain corridor from the Atlantic Ocean to Jeddah, forming towards the weather generator located in Dubai. From the generator in Dubai to the Himalayas, the torch of rain is formed. If we install a weather generator in Jeddah, the rain torch will cover all the other countries of the Middle East. So it looks like they're pushing for some more weather generators. Look, right where I just told you. This is where they've been working. So all them weird clouds we've been seeing is exactly where they're creating the rain. Check that out, man. This is just confirmation on everything we've talked about for a long time. So I'm actually glad they put this up online. You know, they could keep it hid. Let's try to keep it hid. All right, let's see what we got on here. Just want to see what kind of aerosols pop up on this. Yeah, Europe, they get targeted just as bad as we. They get every, leftover of every hurricane gets hit their way. All the bunker fuel goes their way. So definitely no bunker fuel out here, but we have aerosols all up in the north. They're already probably, whoa, look at that. Hold on, let me get that where it's not running very smooth. Okay, that wasn't what I thought it was. Weird low-level cloud over there. All right, let's put this on the full continental so I could see where the aerosols are going, to see what we pick up. Definitely heavy spraying off the coast of Washington, Oregon. Yeah, the farmers are screwed right now. They've been screwed. They're going to keep being screwed till they force them to grow the drought resistant seeds, the flood resistant seeds, the GMO crops. That's what they're trying to push. They're going to push the veggie boogers and the plant-based food. It's all nuts, man. Look how big this system is. This system takes up almost the whole United States. Yeah, heavy aerosols. Mike Decker picked up some good footage up there of some military planes laying them down. Big old thick ones. Hey, thanks out there, Kim. Let's check the radars. I haven't checked them in a long time. Turn off this thing. And one more. Let's get the RAM slider going and see if we can see anything insane on that. Yeah, they want, you know, the Franken food, man, the fake meat, the, you know, made out of blood cells and I mean, there's all kinds of weird. They're already selling that stuff like at Burger King or whatever. The I don't even know what place. I don't go to them places. I've seen the ads on the TV. In fact, some guy is suing. I can't remember if it's Burger King or Hardee's or whatever it is. He's suing them because his veggie burger had meat on it. They cooked it on the same grill, so he's suing them because there was particles of real meat on his fake hamburger. Yeah, everybody needs to be growing your own food. Grow them inside, man. Get some grow lights. Now that looks strange up there. Look at that. The lines of rain were in the same as aerosols being deployed. Man, that storm's moving pretty quick. So we got some military beams shooting off. The military radar is doing a little popping off. Nothing too big on here. So look out, they have all the radars turned off. They always turn them off where they want it to rain. We probably need to go check the we probably need to go check a couple things here. Look at that, not one bunker fuel ship out here at all. They're just gone. What I do want to check though, let's see if we can see the fires in Australia. They're getting aerosol down here too. There was actually bunker fuel ships off their coast. You had the freak hailstorm in the Christchurch area. All aerosols and fire smoke combined. Okay, it's probably not going to load for me. Yeah, it won't let me load just, I mean, this thing is killer on the graphics card, killer on the internet, because it's just tons of information you're trying to get through the satellite. And it just don't like to load very good. Let's see if I can scroll it, see if that'll help it. Yeah, I think we had a moon halo yesterday. All right, this baby ain't gonna load. Here, let me check the, I want to check the couple things here. See, now we can watch the weather generators. We got these new views. I'm gonna keep it little just so it'll load. So we got the new one there. We got the Meteostat 11. See, now we can actually track, like when we get the blast waves coming off Africa there, we can really zoom in and see what's going on with that. But what I'm trying to check tonight is the northern hemisphere, and definitely we'll be looking at this tomorrow to see if we get any plasma lightning, plasma bursts here. I'm going to have to put this on like 30 pictures and see if I can, yeah, that's as low time step as I can go, because when we get the auroras, we're trying to figure out, look, it looks like a green aurora. You got a little bit of purples there, ionization of the stratosphere. But this will, you know, I'm trying to distinguish between like a solar flare and the ionospheric heating, because they produce the same kind of innocuous clouds. So now that I know a geomagnetic storm is coming in, I can check this. Like, usually it's not green, it's like a lightning bolt. Let me check the southern hemisphere. Whoa, what the heck is wrong with this one? That was weird looking. So yeah, man, I'm not really getting no kind of aurora showing up on here. So everything looks okay as far as that part. You know, if you want to look at Antarctica, man, this is the best way to do it if you got a really good computer and like good internet. You could see if they're lying about the melted ice. I mean, this is some good graphics. This is the only real-time footage that you can get of the Antarctic. You don't get it from Google or nothing like that. This is it right here. I mean, I wish I had a good enough computer and like the unlimited data. I could download like this every day. We could see if there was an earthquake down there. There's a bunker fuel track right there. There's a ship down here right there. There's a couple ships. There's a X. So there is ships down here off the Antarctica. Over on the Africa side. Yeah, let me make sure. There's Australia. There's South America. Yeah, that'd be over here. Pretty crazy. I think it's raining here. I'm probably going to lose my internet. Oh, we can see the fires pretty good. The wind has changed the direction on the fires. Now it's blowing down in the southern part. It's blowing back towards the west, and up here it's blowing towards the east. All right. Just want to see if any hot spots show up on this. And it don't look like it. We'll go ahead and check the water vapor. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to shut this down. It's starting to pour down here. It's Wednesday, man. It's going to rain here every Wednesday. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. I know we're going to lose the internet anyway. Make sure you subscribe to the backup channels. Make sure you subscribe to all the other little platforms. We have 18 days left, 23 hours, 40 minutes, 43 seconds. Anyway, guys, much love. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Play a song called Rise. We'll play a couple songs. And then I'll come join you in chat. I'll go give away the treasure chest over on D Live. And then we'll catch you tomorrow night, God willing. Much love. Armor up. See if we can get this to work.